Alright, here we go for week 3 of the VDL. I just took over this team as a replacement coach and made a few changes to it. Team's currently 0-2 after 2 forfeit losses in the first 2 weeks, so we've got our work cut out for us. And the draft board was kind of slim pickings, trying to fill things out. So got our first matchup this week, and we're going up against It's Just Tog with a Terra Dark Haunchcrow, and I've got Terra Fighting Ice-Q. So, I mean, Ice-Q does look pretty good. The only special attacker is Rotom. I think what I want to do, though, is lead... God, what do I want to lead? Probably Belly Bolt. I hadn't even thought about that. So no Vikavolt, no Hisuian Quillfish, no Oranguru, and no Numel. And Terra Dark Haunchcrow, just like I expected, is going to lead off with Loon, which... Okay, this is fine. Could be a Blizzard coming my way, which would do a good bit of damage. Don't really have a great switch in for it. I don't really want to take too much damage, so I think what I'm gonna do is just pivot out into Hitmontop. So I'm gonna have trouble breaking the Registeel for sure. Okay, Willow, we get incredibly, insanely lucky with a miss. I am so sorry to my opponent, but we move. So he is going to be faster, but either way, I kind of just hit CC if he goes out into... Like, nothing wants to switch in on the CC, so we just hit CC. I say nothing, but if he goes to Brambleghast, I have my answer for that. Does just go for the Willow. That's okay. So I should still do about half. And now another one will take this thing out, and that's really big because a lot of my... Okay, you do Volt Switch, probably into Bramble. Did I have my switch in? Probably the only special mon he's brought, I'm thinking, unless Sticklezar's a little special. And getting that chip down is really nice. The Curator. So it is Bramble. So I have Ice Spinner. My answer here was Venusaur. I have no item, think of Poltergeist, but he could just go for the grass move. But I don't take much from the grass move, so I just always pivot Venusaur. That was my answer for this, so I'm going to stick with it, because even Banded doesn't do much. There's no reason for him to click Shadow Sneak. And he is still thinking about it. So we'll save the Hitmontop. Got into our shiny Venusaur. Sets up the spikes. Okay, so this is not a Banded. I don't know what you could be. But either way here, I'm going to Sludge Bomb. Withdraws probably into Registeel. Mail. No, into Sicklezar. I mean, that does half. What's a Cyclozar doing to me? I need to make sure there's none to move. I'm like, could have Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner would do about half. I would like to save that to get rid of the spikes. I think I'd just go ahead and go out into Gastrodon. Hurt by the spikes. You just U-turn. So it's a Life Orb. Life Orb Cyclozar. Got it. So this is probably back into Ramblegast if I had to imagine. Renoir, no. Goes into Haunch Crow. So play here the first time. If he does that much, I think given where I'm at right now, I kind of need to go out into Belly Bolt. Let's see if he just goes, could be Banded. I like using Belly for this. Let's see. Okay, I was about to say, I imagine you Terra. So we'll see what the damage roll's like on this. I hope you're not banded. Terra Blast. Not banded. So what do I want to do here? Because that did 422 down to like 230, so it did 45. It's like black glasses. Terra Dark. If I think I'm gonna slack off once. Okay. It's like I want to keep this healthy and see if I can maybe get a para. Goes out into Ramblegast, who I don't know your item. But either way, I just stick with my answer and go Venusaur. Kept you healthy, you're already Terra Dark. I'm imagining you're setting up spikes here. Yeah. Should have clicked Volt Switch there in all honesty, but it is what it is. So here I think I want to, I guess he could just freely go out into Registeel. I think I'm gonna read it once. Okay, this is a good play. Monaco, is that Registeel? Boom. It's definitely Spadef invested. It's like max SPDF. So on this, I kind of want to go out into Gastrodon to match his, if he starts trying to Iron Defense. The 2 layers of spikes is starting to get annoying. Ice Spinner. Takes the Rocky Helmet. Okay, so I gotta click recover this turn. Withdraws. Okay, so we get some health back on Gastrodon. Sends back in the Curator. Which I can't stay in on this. I have to go back out into Venusaur. Because I really want to keep Hitmontop. I want to find a position to get Hitmontop able to Rapid Spin. And I imagine this is a 3rd layer of spikes. Yeah. Okay. So the good thing is this doesn't hit my Articuno. I think I am going to Synthesis this turn just to heal off. You Poltergeist, boom, and we're no item. I should have Sludge Bombed and done this next turn, but so now I'll go for the Sludge Bomb to see what you want to do. You could just pivot out into Reggie, but it is what it is. I have to be extremely careful on when I bring in Hitmontop, because I think it can only come in once with the spikes damage. Withdraws. I'm hoping it's not into Monica. It is Monica. So it just got the read twice. Has Ice Spinner. I just go back out into Gastrodon. These spikes are just whittling me down, which kind of sucks, because I just can't. It sucks. He's got a Bramble Gas, like he just has a way to keep me from getting rid of him. I'm trying to think of. I could Ice Spinner into thinking Bramble Gas is gonna come in. 3 layers of spikes does like 100 damage, man. That's the hard withdraw. Okay. Into Renoir. So that is the Haunch Crow. So here I think I'm gonna go for a counter. Boom. It's exactly what I needed. However, my Gastrodon is dead now, but his Haunch Crow does go down, so that's massive for us. Because he can just send in Bramblegast here and force me out, and I don't live coming in again. But I just unfortunately could not do what I needed to do. See, I'm trying to look at the rest of the fight. Let's see, he's got Poltergeist. Likely has Rapid Spin of his own, maybe Shadow Sneak. Like, you don't not bring Power Whip to this fight. Mail. Brings out the Cyclizar. And I'm at 100 HP. I mean, it just depends on what he has. Like, if he has Draco Meteor, he can kill, but if it's like Dragon Claw also does kill. I don't remember if I die or not. How much is... I think 3 spikes is 25, so I do die. I think my only play here is to try to recover. Double Edge. Yeah, that kills. Okay. Gastrodon's down. Unfortunately, I couldn't save it, but it did get rid of the Haunch Crow. Double Edge on you. So I'm trying to think if this is when I try to break Ice Cube and Belly Drum, or is this when I think I want to try to break the spikes first. See, I go Hitmontop, and he just hard pivots. Nah, I'm pulling the Ice Cube trigger now. And I will go ahead and click Terra Fighting and Belly Drum. Hope you don't have Draco Meteor. Because if you do, I just die. I didn't think about that. I took it out of the calc. You could have Draco Meteor. Or you could just be all physical. I'm hoping he's all physical, but we'll see. Just withdraws, okay. I think I learned that just is the Rotom. Yeah, he got me. I believe he's got me, unless this is a defensive Rotom. Because I will be at, like, yeah. Ah, that's unfortunate. I'm trying to think if there's a reason. There's still a reason to save this for later. Although, how do I get rid of Registeel now? Yeah, Thunderbolt just gonna kill me. I think I'm kind of in a loss here, because I lost Gastrodon to the Haunch Crow, but that it's just a bit unfortunate. I can't go Venusaur, Belly Bolt. I could go Hitmontop and click Ice Spinner to get this out. Hitmontop can live twice if I just switch, but I don't have enough health to just live again. Oh man. Gotta go Bolt. And I think I have to click Toxic. And try to just whittle this thing down. Or whatever comes in. I need to find a way to get my Articuno in because that's my only win con at this point. Versa, so this is the Rhyperior. And we missed the Toxic, and that's game losing. That is just game losing, unfortunately. So I'm at 286. I mean, I go Venusaur here. And just have to eat it. And then outspeed and click Giga Drain. It's just unfortunate that the Toxic missed. If the Toxic hit, I would be able in a much better position, but it did not hit. Alright, what do you do? Stone Edge? Oh my god. That might be banded. No, I think that's just a max roll. So Giga Drain would just kill. Yeah, that was just a max roll plus. Depends on his set actually. He's definitely got attack investment. Moon. So you get some health back, but then I imagine Sicklezar is going to want to come in. And I think Sicklezar is what I'm going to have to set up in front of. Okay, I got rid of that. I just need to get rid of the Rhyperior. Male. So Venusaur can't live again. Coming in, I don't think. I'm at 76. No, I'm just out of range. Like, just out of range. Knockoff, but I don't have an item. Ah. Okay, so I know your whole set. I think. No, I know Double Edge, Ice Spinner, Knockoff. So that's actually bad. Because I wanted the Salac Berry. What can I do? What can I do? I'm kind of in a corner here. Because I need to proc the Salac Berry. So I need it to be something else. Like if Registeel would to come in. Or Poltergeist could do it. It would be close. I've got to force this thing out and then something else in. So I'm going to click Ice Spinner because I think you're definitely going into the Bramble. Unfortunately, that burn is going to mean this is not a 2-co, but you also should just take me out. So I just got to click Ice Spinner again. He's Strength Sap. Okay. Okay, so wait. Poltergeist, Spikes, Strength, Sap, and what's your other move? Just strength sapping. I'm like tempted to make a read and just swap out into Articuno. And get the competitive boost and then maybe scare you out. I mean, it's kind of my only play. Like, it's a roll for Poltergeist to kill anyways if you're max attack, and I haven't got any gauge on it. Uses rapid spin, of course. If I had done that any sooner, man. Now I can't even set up. That sealed the deal. It's so frustrating. Yeah, that'll be GG's. Tried to make the read, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. So now we just play out the end of this. And we will try again next week to turn it around. I have a lot of fun ideas with this one, and unfortunately just was not able to pull them off. Unless Belly Bolt can pull off a generational comeback. This ain't be happening. Let's see, I just need a Poltergeist miss. Okay, you do just withdraw into who? Probably Verso. Okay, it's actually somewhat okay, unless you speed creep me, because I brought this just for this. Maybe we could save some diff. Try to help a playoff push later. Does about half. Takes his attack down 1. We'll see how much this does. Did over half still? That's just max attack, yeah. I've got to hit Chilling Water again. Just withdraws. Into Monaco. Unfortunately, I can't do much to this thing, but it can't do much to me unless it's body press, iron defense. So I'm going to go for a Volt Switch to try to get a Para. Iron defense, yep. So your iron defense, body press, ice spinner, something. Just gotta get a pair. I don't even know if Voltage can give me a pair. It can't. So I would need Static to give me a pair. And then I would need an abysmal amount of para turns in a row. So he's +6, so body press is coming my way. Can I get a static? Here goes nothing. This is a body press, undoubtedly. Can I get a static? Static. Yeah, let's go. We got the static. There's a chance. All right. Now we need him to get parried this turn. And like every turn after. Oh, he didn't get parried. Alright, I'm not going to delay the inevitable. If I had gone, I'm trying to think if I had gone about this a different way. Like if I had brought Belly Bolt out on Bramble Gas sooner, like instead, and forced it out and then tried to set up. It's just, he was doing Strength Sap, so I was like, oh, let me try to make a read, because he did it so many times in a row. That'll be GG's. And we'll try again next week.